In the last class, we have already discussed about what is environment and what is environmental economics and what are the resources which are available in environment. Like that we have discussed. Today, we are going to see about the relationship between the environment as well as economics, that is linkages, how it is related, that we are going to discuss with the help of the material balance principle. Yes? Yes. Actually, this theory was given by Nice in 1970. That is, Nice, Iris, and Arg. These three economists, in their book Economics and Environment, a Material Balance Approach, they give some idea about this economics, and that is conservation of economic resources. That principle we are going to study now. That is, the material, what the theory says is, the material balance principle is the term that economists used to refer the law of conservation of masses. What the law of conservation of masses says is, which states that the material can neither be created nor destroyed. If there is a resource in the environment, we cannot be able to create the resource. Yes? At the same time, we cannot be able to destroy it also. You understand, I think? Yes? We cannot be able to create the resources or material, as well as we cannot be able to destroy it. It will remain in the environment. Yes? If sometimes it take another form and it remain in the environment. Yes. Then, in case of economics, economic activity essentially involves transforming matters extracted from environment. The economic activities cannot be able to done without environment. If there is no environment, we cannot be able to do economic activities. Because with the help of environment only, we can be able to do economic activity. Yes? That is why economic activity cannot, in a material sense, create anything. Yes? If there is no environment, you think that we cannot be able to do anything. We are extracting the resources from the environment, and with the help of that particular resources, we are doing economic activity. Yes? Yes. Create anything. It does, of course, involves transforming material extracted from the environment so that it is more valuable to the humans. We are transforming, we are extracting the environmental resource from the environment, and we are transforming, that means we are changing that particular thing, that environmental resources, in a more valuable thing, and it is used by whom? Man, human man. Yes? Then, another implication of this environment is, the material extracted from the environment, that is, all the material extracted from the environment must eventually return to it. Yes? Whatever the resources we extract from the environment and we produce commodity, that commodity will be returned to the environment only. Yes? For example, we are producing something. While producing that things, we get some products. That products we will consume. Yes? And after consuming it, we put the residuals, that means waste, in the environment. Another side, some waste material also come into the environment. Therefore, we cannot able to destroy it. It will return to the environment. Yes? Because the eventually is necessary, because some of the extracted materials stay in the economic for the long time. Say for example, we are building some buildings. If we build some building, that building will be sit in the environment for long period of time. That means 50 years, 100 years, like that. It will sit in the environment. Yes? After that it will destroy and it go to the environment. Yes? Building, road, machinery and so on. This will be in the economy for long time. This is shown in the figure. That is in the macroeconomics you have studied in the circular flow of income, no? Yes? Likewise, this material balance theory also have some material flow model diagram that we will see in the next slide. That is, see, if you see this diagram, there are 4 sectors. That is, first one is environment, and the second one is environmental firms, and the third one is non-environmental firms, and the fourth one is households. Now, here is 4 sectors. Yes? What are the sectors? Environment, environmental firms, non-environmental firms, and household are there in the economy. Yes? Yes. Now, these environmental firms get its resources from environment. Yes? This is the environmental firm. This firm gets its resources or raw material from whom? Environment. Because this environment contains collective and private owned source of materials like gases, land, air, streams, ocean, and so on. We all know environment means the surroundings around us. Yes? It contains these things. Land is there, air is there, stream is there, ocean is there, and so on. It is collectively owned by both private as well as public. That means collectively and privately owned. Yes? Some resources are privately owned, some resources are publicly owned. Yes. From this environment, we are extracting the resources or raw materials. By using that raw materials, what we are doing is, we are producing something. Say for example, environmental firms means, you take that, it is agricultural sector. That is, firms is there. Agricultural sector, you take it. In case of agriculture, we can produce what? What we can produce? With the help of agriculture, we can produce consumable commodities like food. Yes? Another hand, we can also produce the industrial commodities. If we take rubber, yes, we cannot able to consume it immediately. We are extracting the commodity from the environment and we are creating, that means we are producing something and that production is going to, that is, food items will go to households. Yes? If the environment produce the rubber, what will happen? That rubber will go to industry. That means non-environmental firms. Yes? Non-environmental firms. That means factories, stores and transport. These things. For our example, it goes to factory. Yes? Rubber goes to factory. What these non-environmental fans do? They produce the product. That means with the help of that particular rubber, it produces tire. After producing the tire, that finished product will goes to household sector. Yes? And what will happen immediately? If there is production in the environment, that is factory, non-environmental fans, that is factory, what will happen? There are some finished products goes to household sector as well as some residuals. That means waste is there. Residuals means waste commodity. That waste commodities goes to the environment. Yes? Did anyone have any doubt? No. Yes? Because the residuals goes to the environment. Likewise, in the household sector, these household people consume the commodities. Yes? After consuming the commodities, they put some of the materials as waste. Yes? That waste material, residuals, goes to the environment. Yes? Because environment is the only source to dump all the commodities which are useless. Therefore, people dumping it into the environment, goes to the environment. Yes. Now, yes, already I explained these things. Primary inputs, ores, liquid, gases are taken from the environment and converted into useful products by environmental fans. Yeah, derived some insights. That is, first one, in a materially closed economy, what I have explained is closed economy. Yes, that is, I didn't tell anything about recycling, etc., etc. I only told about closed economy. In closed economy, there is no recycling takes place. So I explained the things. Yes, recycling I will explain later. Yes, in the closed economy, in which net stock accumulation takes place, the mass of residuals into the environment. That is, what are the residuals takes place in the environment? That is, this B. Yes, this C. I forgot to tell this earlier. That is, while environmental fans produce this product A1 and A2, they produce some waste. No, that waste also dumped into the environment. Yes. Now, this C plus D, these three residuals will equal to A. Yes. What is A? A is the raw material which is derived from the environment to the environmental fans. Yes, it is the input. What is the output? Actually, this is the input for the whole. A is the input. With the help of this, what is done? Some economic activities are done. After that, what will happening? Some residuals are going into the environment. What are the residuals? B, C and D. Therefore, what about the A? A is equal to B plus C plus D. A is equal to B plus C plus D. Yes, no doubt. Likewise, what about this? A is equal to what? A1 plus A2. Yes, what is? It is the product for the household sector. A2 plus C. Yes, is it right? Because this is the input. With the help of these inputs, these are the outputs. Yes, in the environmental fans. In case of non-environmental fans, BR, this is the BR plus E is equal to Br plus E is equal to R. This is the R, that is recycling material. R plus A1. A1 plus this F. Yes? R plus A1 plus this F. What is this F? This is some of the recycling material which is come from household sector to non-environmental sector. Yes? Now, in case of household sector, what about it? It getting, there is input from both environmental fans as well as non-environmental fans. From environmental fans, it getting input as A2. Yes? And from non-environmental fans, it getting products as E. That means A2 plus E is the input. And with this input, what is the output? D, residual. D plus this recycled product. Yes? D plus F. This is the output. Now, the treatment of residual from economic activities does not reduce their mass, although it alters their forms. This residuals are coming from non-environmental fans. This one is residual, and household sector, this one is residual, and environmental fans, that is the C is the residual. Yes, these three are residual. These activities does not reduce their mass and it alter their form. These activities will remain stable in the environment. It will not change. Sometimes it may change its color or some forms, and it will stable in the environment. Yes? In other words, waste management, if we are trying to manage the waste, what will happen? Waste management can be useful by transforming residuals to changing the location. Say for example, now the municipality is collecting the waste from our home. Yes? And that particular waste is dumped into some other places. They are taking the waste commodity from here and putting it into another place. It will change their location only. It will remain same. It will be in the environment. That is, that the theory is saying. Yes, suppose if we recycle the commodity, the extent of recycling is important. For any fixed magnitude of final output E, that is this one, final output E, if the amount of recycling of household residuals F can be increased, then the quantity of inputs into the final product A1 can be decreased. Yes. Now you think this one. From environmental fans, we are getting product as A1. With this environmental product, that means A1, we are producing something. Yes? And we distribute it to the household sector. Yes? No doubt. We are distributing it to the household sector. While doing that particular thing, there is while production, doing the production, what will happen? Some part is going to environment as residual. Yes? Now, the factories, what they are doing? They are trying to recycle some portion of its waste. Yes? And they extract some portion of its product and they are trying to recycle it. Yes? Yes. Likewise, this household sector also, what they are doing? They are sending their waste to the environment. The factory is now extracting something from that residuals and take some part of it to recycling. Yes? Now what will happen? Now recycling is going on. What will happen to this? A1 will slow down. We only need some amount of A1 because we are getting the resources from the residuals. Some resources from household sector and some resources from its own industry. Therefore, product A1 will be lower. Yes, it needs only some amount of A1 and it recycle. After recycling it circulate to the household and it will goes up. Yes, this is the theory. Yes, now coming to my example, that is rubber. What will happen with the help of rubber? What will they do? Tire they produce. While producing tire, some part of the tire will be go into the environment. That means waste go into the environment. That waste they extract something to the recycling process. Likewise, in case of household, they also use the tire, and after using the tire, what they do? They simply throw into the environment. From that tire, some part of the tire is going to recycling. After recycling, they goes to the household sector. Yes. Thus, recycling will leads to what? Reduction in A. Yes. We will use the resources in a controlled way. Yes. Therefore, efficiency of material utilization is increased through recycling process.